All right, so this is my audience for my presentation.
Yeah.
It's pretty much my family, so. All right, so the topic here is the benefits of technology in construction. Technically, this would be like an audience. What I'm doing is I'm doing a report, and if this might be an audience of like construction workers or a construction firm, I would tell them why they should be using technology in the construction industry. So, question right off the bat is why is it that these huge skyscrapers and huge bridges are being built today in such an extraordinary, timely manner and efficient way compared to the past? So, it's just a question I just throw out there for you guys. Like I said, the purpose of this whole presentation would be just show the benefits of the technology in the construction industry and how technology is making projects more efficient, more cost productive, and compared to all the older traditional ways of construction. So, are you getting me in this shot?
I don't know, black
Fine.
screen. I don't know.
So the scope of this presentation is mainly I'm going to talk about the history of the construction, the benefits of construction technology, construction technologies and its role and how it's benefiting, and additive manufacturing and the future of construction technology. So some of my primary research is I did a survey on, and I got 24 responses from general contractors and owners of small business companies, and also project managers and superintendents of larger construction companies. And then secondary research, I did research on just on different technologies in construction already, some of the futures of technology that's going to be happening in construction, and just stuff like that, like drone technology and surveying and additive manufacturing in construction. So here's a little history of construction. Construction has been around for centuries, which it's been around, I mean, ever since people have been on this earth, they've been building stuff. So construction during these times consisted of like mud huts, stone monoliths, which is like this. Just construction of like different stones, sculptures and stuff. And the tools they used would be like animal bones, different axes, stuff like that. And traditional construction didn't really start happening until ancient Egypt, when people started to abandon their old ways of living and started creating permanent shelters, which is an example of this would be right here. Today's construction, though, is consisting of like dams, skyscrapers, water treatment plants, green buildings, which is like it's all about energy codes and stuff like that, underground tunnels and bridges. This is of course the Hoover Dam. Some technology in construction is the benefits of it can be like safety on the job site. You could meet the job site deadline at a faster rate if you use technology compared to old traditional ways. They're more efficient, less mistakes usually with technology, and cost effective. And it's just better all around if you use technology in the construction. So this is just from the survey, and my question was, do you believe technology could run your company work more efficient? And so the blue is yes, and the orange would be no, and then not for sure. So definitely you can see that more people think that technology can be benefit. Drone surveying. This is drone surveying, and the DJI RTK, which is a drone that does this. And what it does, it has a high precision surveying drone, because usually when you do a survey the old traditional way, it actually was even, you'd pull out a tape, and then one person would have to hold the tape, the other person, you just keep measuring, and you also use a plumb bob. But this is a more accurate and a lot more efficient way of doing surveying, and you can create these cool 3D models from the drone that can be put into a software, back into the computer, and then you can also find your volume calculations and stuff like that, and it's all in 3D. Here's a little video to just show you how it works. So. Oh, must be playing in the background. Well, we're just gonna skip that.
Strabag is a European technology group for construction services headquartered in Vienna. Strabag is one of Europe's largest construction companies, and we cover all services related to the building industry.
Anyway, we're just gonna skip that video because it's not popping up for some reason. This is another big technology. It's actually, it's definitely growing big time. Is the 3D grade control on either excavators, dozers, and skid steers, heavy equipment. What it does is mainly, so this would be an inside view cab of it, and it literally tells you your grade control and what grade you'd be at from the, because usually in a normal traditional way you'd have to have a guy out there and he would be on a laser stick and he would be telling you, okay, you're at this grade control, you're at this grade and that. This tells you without anybody out there, right in the cab, you can sit there, the operator can literally see where he's at in his grade. So if he's got to dig, say 12 feet down from his existing grade, he can punch that into the computer and then literally keep digging and digging, and then 12 feet down, he can hit his grade and it'll tell him, right, without anybody letting him know. So at the end of the day, it's just work smarter, work faster. With this type of technology, especially with operators and big civil site jobs and stuff like that. So this is another survey question I had. Have you ever used TopCon, Trimble, or any other type of surveying technology equipment on your job? And you can see that a lot of people have not, which is the reason why is because it is a very expensive piece of technology, because it's pretty much brand new, especially the 3D stuff. But these bigger companies have used them and stuff like that. So additive manufacturing, which is a pretty cool thing. It's actually, it's not totally, it's in the future a little bit, but they still do it today a little bit. So additive manufacturing is also known as 3D printing in construction. Is rapidly growing. It's growing. So technology where in construction it can 3D print concrete structures and sections of a building / project. So this is not where they're at today, but this would be definitely in the future where they could literally 3D print out of concrete a whole house. But right now they can just do different sections and different structure types. But big benefits, especially with additive manufacturing, is reduces high risk in construction. Because there's not many labor people that are needed, because it's mainly all just robotics. Less labor intensive, reducing formwork use, reduces waste in material, and it reduces construction costs and it's more efficient. Definitely in the future of construction technology, you're definitely going to see, which is already, people are already doing prototypes for it, which is CAT is one of them, the CAT industry. Caterpillar, they have, which is here, they're already working on different prototypes for self-automated construction equipment. So these, especially the excavator, the dozer, and the skid steer over here, they all operate by themselves, nobody's in them. Actually, one of the cool things is Caterpillar is trying to do this to actually mine on the moon. They haven't got there yet, but that's one of the cool things that they're hopefully in the future someday, maybe. And another really cool thing is the VR. Some bigger construction companies are using this, but it is getting to be definitely in the future where you can go take your client in or your employer or whatever, whoever you're building it for, and say, hey, put on these VR headsets and you'll be able to see, say you're putting a pipe in this building, you'll be able to see where that pipe is and everything just from VR. So this guy's walking in this building and he can actually see. It's not built yet, but you can see where everything will be before it's even built. So that's another really cool thing that's coming in the future of technology in construction. And then conclusion-wise, construction technology is the future. Definitely, construction is definitely going towards technology, and what it's going to do is it's going to help people definitely compete more against these other traditional construction company firms. It's more efficient, saves on cost, and definitely be more competitive over traditional construction companies if you do use technology and to start adapt to technology in your construction, and it's safer. And these are my sources, and that's it. What do I sign?
Are you on top?
That's the best one.
Can you-
Stocking in.